Mary, I have heard this privately, but I've never seen it written by someone with Tom Rick's prominence inside the military. Is this going to rattle H.R. McMaster?
I think so. It is. I understand what McMaster was probably had in his mind when he came there, and people like Mattis and General Kelly at DHS too, right? Let me get in there. There'll be grown-ups. We can contain. If Trump isn't responsible, we can contain the damage, and if he is, we can make something of this presidency. But they're not having the impact, and in fact, what they're doing is, they say he's going to back Article 5 in NATO, and then he doesn't do it, and it's all the more hurtful to American credibility when he doesn't do it. So, I think it's and I grew up in a military family myself, and I know that that's a difficult situation to be in when you're in feel like you're in a political conflict. They should leave and let the American people and not prop this presidency up, and let the American people and let the Republican Party see what this presidency really is about and figure out what they want to do about it.
Do you have any reporting on the dynamic, the personal dynamic between General McMaster and the president?
Well, yeah, and it's gone back and forth like a lot of the relationships do in the West Wing. It's not just the public humiliation of having to go out and sort of vouch for this president and to put his own credibility on the line.
So you have to be involved in rapid response, right?
Right. I mean, we've reported on when the president was telling South Korea, you're going to have to pay for the THAAD missile defense system yourself, and undoing a lot of diplomacy that was settled. McMaster called them, tried to smooth things over, and Trump lost it about it. He was really mad about that because he felt like McMaster, who was really trying to do some diplomatic damage control, was undercutting him. And so to this president, all that matters is loyalty and fealty to him and his word and his version of truth, and that is damaging. And it has to weigh on McMaster, not just what's been out there publicly, but privately, to be, he does respect the chain of command, but this is a different commander-in-chief.
Look, I do think it probably weighs on McMaster, but I think the general premise of the story is overdone. It's over the top. The idea that we should let the White House collapse because we don't believe in what the president is doing, I think is fundamentally not the right approach.
And you and I have friends that are in there, but how about this charge that he's being degraded by Donald Trump? I mean, I'm sure you and I know some of the same people that privately worry about that very same thing. Are they being tarnished?
I think there is.
Would you go into this White House?
Yeah, I would go work for my country, absolutely.
You would go work in the White House?
Yeah, I would go work for this
if your phone rings while you're on, pick it up.
My wife is very angry right now. Listen, look, H.R. McMaster has a conscience. I think if he's pushed too far, he will resign. But I have enough confidence in him to know what he is doing is the right thing. Listen, let's take a step back. There's a famous scene from one of Bob Woodward's books at the beginning of the Clinton presidency when Al Gore, and I won't say the expletive, says to Bill Clinton, "Get with the GD program." What the president needs is a chief of staff or someone who is his peer that he will actually listen to, and maybe that's Gary Cohn, to say, hey, listen, you have got to get with the program. We have got to say that we will cooperate with the Russia investigation. We have got to settle our staff problems, and we have got to settle on
Give me your phone. They're going to call you while we're on the air. We're just hitting pause. Up next, I'm going to take the call from the White House.